Hi everyone, welcome to javatechie. AI has now become a core part of how your modern system think, respond and interact with users, right? In this video, I will show you how to integrate Gemini AI with Spring Boot using Spring AI, the latest and cleanest way to work with AI models in Spring framework. So it's very straightforward. You no need to deal with complex stuff. Rather, you just need to get the API key and then build a simple REST endpoint that will talk to your Gemini AI model, all in just a few minutes. Okay, all right. So without any further delay, let's get started. So first, let's create a new Spring Boot project. I'm using 3.4.12 version. Now let me define all the required field here. Then packaging mode jar, configuration I need YML file and JDK I am using 21. Now let's add all the required dependency. I will add web dependency. Then I will just add AI. Now if you see here there are so many AI options, but let me search with Gemini AI. Now this one is deprecated. It is available in 3.5.0. Okay. So the enhanced version is for now Vertex AI Gemini AI. Now what I'll do, I will use AI, then we will modify the dependency. Generate the project. Next, I will import this to our IntelliJ IDEA. So this is our project. Now if you open the pom.xml, we are using 3.4.12 version. And if you observe here, Spring AI version is 1.0.3. So what we'll do, we'll downgrade this version. Not downgrade exactly, we'll upgrade this version. So let me add the Gemini AI dependency. We don't need this OpenAI, comment it. This is the dependency, Spring AI starter model for Google Gen AI, and the version is 110. So let me specify the same version here. Make sure to keep this compatible with Spring AI and Gemini AI. Otherwise, you'll get the conflict. It won't work. Now update the project. All good. So Spring AI has option to integrate with different type of models. You can connect to the OpenAI, you can connect to the Gemini AI, DeepSeek, everything. You just need to add the correct dependency with the version. Now the latest Spring Boot version 4.0 will have the updated dependency version. Okay, or you can even go with the Vertex Gemini AI. So I am trying with the old dependency, which is Spring AI starter model Google Gen AI. All good. Now clear this. Go to the project. Before you start writing your code, to connect your application to Gemini AI, you need one API key. So to get that API key, you can go to Google AI Studio. You can generate a new API key by clicking on create API key and giving the project name. If you are not interested with that, still you can play with the default key given by Google AI Studio. So you can copy this API key, go and paste for your reference. We'll configure this in our application.yml file. Now go to the resource application.yml. Now here you need to tell to the Spring AI what model you are using and what is the API key of it. Okay, so you can define Spring AI model, then define I'm using Google Gen AI model, then define the model details, give the API key and all. Just copy this, paste it. That's it. Then also change the server.port. That is optional, but I don't want to run anything on default port 8080. So I'm keeping 9191. All good. Only you need to configure this much things. You need to tell to the Spring AI, hey, I'm using Google Gen AI model and API key of that particular model is this. If you use OpenAI, just change the model. If you use DeepSeek or Olama, just change the model. That's very simple, right? Now since you have configured the model and key, now go to the project and I will create a new class, or you can give a package service. Then I will create a new class who will connect to the Gemini AI model. I will name it chat service, annotate @service. Next, Spring Framework offer you one common client or a chat client. Using that you can connect to the any model. Now you can inject that private final chat client. See the import statement. It came from org spring framework.ai chat client. Then simply inject using constructor. So what I'll do, I'll just use the builder here, chat client dot builder, name it Gemini chat client builder, then this chat client dot build. That's it. Next, we'll write a methods who will connect to the Gemini AI model using this chat client. So I'll write something public string. Now give the prompt you want to ask to the AI model. Since you have already the chat client offered by Spring Framework, your work will be dead easy. Now just use return chat client dot give your prompt. Then once you have given the prompt, you can simply ask chat client, hey, do one thing, call the model and give me the content. That's it. Okay. Next, we'll simply create a controller to call this particular method who will use the chat client to connect your model what you have defined in your application.yml. That is the simple step. Create a controller class, annotate this @rest controller, then request mapping. You can give any base URL. Let me give API/AI. Then you can inject your service here. So I'll simply do private define constructor here. Now simply define one endpoint. Public will return me the string chat, something like that. Pass the prompt here. Now you can do the call return your chat service dot ask, pass the prompt. Now how will you pass the prompt to your endpoint? You have option. You can either go for the request body by keeping this particular field inside a object, or you can also use the request param. Simply define get mapping. Now try to understand the flow. It is very simple. When you will hit this particular endpoint, it will call your chat service.ask method. Now this chat client will already build by reading the AI model and API keys details from your application.yml file. Spring Framework is smart enough to build which model you want to talk to. Based on that, your chat client will be built here. Then it will pass your prompt and simply call that particular model. That's it. Okay. Now all good. Let's run our application and validate whether my application is able to connect to Gemini AI or not. Okay. Let's run it. So far all looks good. There is no error. Let me see. Yeah. Application started on port 9191. Now since I have added the Swagger dependency, if you see here, we have Open API Starter Web MVC UI. Okay. So I will directly access my endpoint from the Swagger URL. Open the Swagger here. Now you have your endpoint listed. Click on try it out. Pass your prompt here. I will pass here what is new in Spring Boot 4. Let's see. Now if you see the response, there are few features it already lists down. Okay. Observability enhancement, GraalVM, native image improvement, dependency management update, configuration improvement, ahead of time, specific area. There are so many features. I don't know whether it is up to date or not, but yeah, you will get the response like this. Now let me ask something different. I'll ask him generate SQL statement and sample data for employee management system with employee department and projects. You can give anything, whatever comes to your mind, what you want to explore. Just pass that prompt, you'll get the response back. Same like your conversational AI, like ChatGPT, Gemini AI, all are same. It's just the way how you want to integrate different model to your Spring AI. That is what my whole intention to give this demo. Now see here, it already generated the table for you. I mean the schema for you. Department, employee table, then project, employee project. It also does the mapping for you, and these are the index it is suggesting to add to improve the performance. Explain up the table and columns. It define everything, guys. See here. Same thing, if you type in your browser also, you'll get the same response. But that is what something programmatically from my application I'm connecting to Gemini AI model. Okay. Now let's ask some general question. Who is current PM in India? We got the result. Okay. So Tiger is here. India is Narendra Modi. All good, right? So this was a clean, straightforward integration of Gemini AI with a Spring Boot. We can use other model as well in the similar style using Spring AI. Because Spring AI abstract most of the details, so we can focus on actual business logic the way we have done here. It just gave you one chat client and you are giving what model to connect in your configuration. Spring auto configuration load the correct chat client for you and call that particular model by giving your prompt and give the content back. Okay. Yeah, that's it for the day. If you found this helpful, don't forget to smash that like button, share this with your developer friends, and drop a comment if you want me to cover streaming response or multi-turn chat with Spring AI. Okay, till then, keep coding, keep learning. I'll see you in the next video.